Hello everyone, I'm Fausto Carnevale, International Tax Consultant. In this video, we will see a short guideline. In particular, we will talk about what to do before open an e-commerce in Italy. And this video is very important because not only I will tell you the options that you have, but I will also tell you the mistakes to avoid. So, before starting the video, if this is the first time that you enter in our channel, I just would like to remind you the first thing that every Wednesday at 5 p.m. European time, Brussels or Rome, 5 p.m. we will do the live. So in this live you have the possibility to ask us whatever questions you want. So, what is the topic of the video? E-commerce, you want to move to Italy. Okay, we need to do a small introduction. First of all, if you do an e-commerce like Amazon FBA or any other business activities, you can do it as a physical person or as a company. If you watch our video because you want to move to Italy and for instance you have a company in the Eastern Europe or I don't know, Romania, or outside EU, you already know what is a company. And you know that the company, it helps you to have the limited responsibility. Whereas if you act as a physical person, you don't have you have the unlimited responsibility with your debts. So, depending on what is your type of activity, you can evaluate if whether it's better for you to, if your activity is too dangerous, I would say, because you have to pay a lot of, you risk, so that's the thing, you risk to not get credit on time, the credit of the product that you sell. Pay attention, in this case, you don't want to risk. Remember that when we talk in our video regarding the forfait regime forfettario impatriate regime, please remember that you are as a physical. You don't have a company. So those two ways are the easier to start a business in Italy because of the taxation. But remember that with the forfait regime, you cannot deduct the costs. But on the other hand, you have paid only the 5% of taxes. On the other hand, please remind that forfait regime, you cannot invoice more than 85,000 euro per year. If this is not the case, you can also use the famous impatriate regime for doing an e-commerce. So the checklist is: you open the VAT, you move to Italy, you start the activity as soon as you move to Italy, ASAP, because you need to prove. By the way, if you are not sure if you are eligible for this regime, we did a small video course. You can check in the description. You know everything you need to know to be eligible for these advantages. In this case, you already know, but if you can apply to the impatriate regime, and I invite you to watch the video, check the rule and the tax reductions, what you need to do is to have a VAT, have the bookkeeping, and you are obliged to declare the VAT. Even if you sell abroad, business to business, so you don't have maybe to put the VAT in the invoice, but you need to declare every trimester, even if it is zero. All right, this is one thing. So the question that I ask sometimes is, can I do my activity with the impatriate regime even if it is a big e-commerce? I invoice 500,000 per year, 1 million, so on. Well, the answer is you can, and you have to use the impatriate regime, because if you want to move to Italy, remember that two mistakes. If you have one company abroad, you risk that then the Italy can reclassify you. The government, the tax authorities, can reclassify the company as Italian legal entity. Second issue, if you have a company in Italy because you want to limit the responsibility, in this case you pay a lot of taxes. You pay only the company tax is 27%. The IRES is the name of the tax, IRES, and IRAP. But in Italy we only have another big pay, which is the double social contribution, if you are one legal rep and one shareholder. So, you know, I have also an e-com, apart from myself, I have an online business regarding video courses of accounting. So the thing is, I was saying, even if are invoicing a lot, the impatriate regime is a good way. But a lot of you have an e-commerce, it's only you and yourself, so you are alone. In this case, I was saying, if you remember, or just rewind a bit the video, I was saying, if you open a company in Italy, a limited responsibility company, you have the double social contribution. But why would you open a legal limited responsibility company in Italy if you can use the impatriate regime? That's the question. So I hope that you enjoyed this video. Of course, if you want more detail, you can contact us via email. And in case you want a simulation, because I don't know, you have a company abroad, assets abroad to declare it to Italy, you don't know how to structure, the best way is of course to contact us via email, and our team will address you to the proper services. But just for you to know, we give specific tax consultancy with simulation. So we will tell you the best tax regime to move to Italy in order to legally reduce the taxes as much as possible. So until next time, Fausto Carnevale, enjoy your stay in Italy.